Welcome to the Dungeon House, where a bunch of regular people with regular jobs gather to play Dungeons and Dragons. We aren't professionals, so if you hear food ASMR or a baby in the back, just understand it's normal. This show is recommended for those 13 and up. The music you'll hear is brought to you by William Heaton and various other artists. We're glad that you're here to share in the fun and laughter, as well as the challenges along the way. So come on into our home, take a seat on the couch, and enjoy the Dungeon House.
Be on recording too. Mhm.
That's why my job is still under. I think.
Yeah, they're having cuts with everything, and she's like, I'm not one to.
I don't know if I can have my camera on because we were always having like those issues with it glitching out.
Oh, well, you can try it. I mean, if it glitches out, won't fix it. But try it. Anyway, of all the presidents, like, I'm an advocate for student voice, and so it was just let's have a discussion, see if there's ways we can keep it as is, and like if we can come up with a solution, or if you feel like we need to stay where we're at. And so in the next week or so, they're going to do another meeting where we vote.
Okay. So I did put in 2 comments.
Yeah.
Of a student mentioned that there was documentation saying that the fee was to be used in general circumstances. I would just like documentation proving that.
We talked about.
So
Dave, can you hear me?
Just
Yep.
prove that they
Let me
agreed
see
to
if I
use
can
it
get you
this
on
way,
speaker.
because then that, you know.
The biggest thing that we actually talked about was making it more of an experience and saying, you know what, we'll have X amount of seats, like only 500 seats are free for students or something like that, right? And then the rest are...
If they get filled up?
If they get filled up, then you have to pay for it or whatever, right? Because they only have X amount of seating for students anyway, right? So it's like, so then they're saying that the money should be used for that to make it an experience.
I think so.
So like, you go to a professional game and it's a show, right? It's a show. People are there more for the show than for the game sometimes, right? And so they're saying we just should do that. You have new dice?
Yeah,
Mini dice?
dice.
You're not gonna like what I said, but I should have brought my cube. I got
You're
a
fine.
cube.
You have dice. You have other
Did you get a squishy dice cube?
It's not dice.
Albedo? It's really.
Oh,
It's like a-
Alyssa has one of those. I know.
Yeah.
Can we get started? We're late.
We are late.
David, you can hear us, yeah?
Yep.
Sweet.
Hooray!
Joy has cookies. I'm gonna bring them over here.
Cakes mix cookies with white chocolate chips. Okay, let's take a look. I'm just gonna look. See.
Interesting.
Never been two overall credits. So creative writing right now. Looks like you're getting
Remind me at the end of the.
one of those things.
whatever,
Oh, I'm
just send that
missing
to you.
Yeah.
the success whatever class. What was the? You may get that over info 1010. Oh, well,
I think I cut that.
no,
No.
info 1010 is required.
You could probably get away.
That's all. That's an online class. You can do that over piece of cake. It'll be great. Cool.
Well, but
And that's it. And you're good there. I'm going to be quiet so you can do your thing.
Stardust Chase. Stardust Chase.
Wait.
It's Friday. I want as much time to play as we can.
Take yours.
I've taken Spanish 1 and 2 through 7 times.
No.
Okay, so
Just get your degree.
Twice, and I've taken Spanish 1.
Just get your degree, Joy, and be done with it. Don't do all the extra fluff.
It's not a waste because if you got credits in English, it'll look good when you apply for master's.
hold on.
Stardust Chase.
Are you guys all right? Ready to start?
No, but you just start. You just start, and we're just gonna do this.
Okay.
So you can
Well,
change the type of bachelor's that you're receiving, so that way you don't have to do this.
okay. Would you like to
Sure.
what we did last time?
We can look at that.
Yeah. Vance harassed Pinky the entire time. Pinky was just tied up, and this man's over here sitting with a bowl of ramen soup or something like that, just eating it right in front of
I
her.
thought he was eating my rations.
Oh yeah, rations. That's
All 10 of them.
all 10 of your rations, and just mocking you and asking you questions, and Pinky asked a few back, and then the party is in the house trying to find Pinky.
Here.
Party is in the house trying to find Vennie, excuse me.
That's kind of where we left it.
Don't know what it is.
I would ask Faith and Joy, would it be okay if we did this maybe during break? It's just going to be too distracting for me to be in while you guys are talking and trying to figure things out.
No, please.
So I would really ask, please, Faith, would you be present? Thank you.
Last time on the dungeon.
All right.
We'll come back to it.
So last time we left off, with the party being attacked by a few zombies.
Oh, we're in the middle of combat, aren't we?
We're in the middle of combat. We're going to currently. I think we are on Adelaide's turn.
Adelaide, do you want me to swap you? What needs to be done?
You're better. Not back to your mom. But you're better than
no, I think not in here.
Well, my mom's are also really cheap. It's like
really sweet. It's strawberry
cake batter.
cake batter,
The box strawberry cake.
and powdered sugar.
No, and
Water.
whipped cream.
Oh yeah.
Like the tub of whipped cream. You put that in it, mix it around with the cake batter, and put it in a cookie pan. They don't have any leavening. They don't rise.
Egg mix, egg, and a stick of butter. That's it. That's all this. You can do it with any cake mix. Except if you use a chocolate cake mix, you have to put it in a table.
So, Allie, just to kind of say again, you guys have been fighting a few zombies, and this was the room that you thought you'd heard movement. There's blood dripping in here. You busted into the door and found 5 bodies. And one pulled in.
And then the guy in the door, because he's like, yeah. I can't find my phone. That's my spell book on it. But I want to do the same thing that I did last time, which is basically like the Secret Flame.
Okay.
Which I think is a 2d8. If he doesn't pass.
He fails.
Okay, so 2d8. 2d.
You don't like meat, right?
Chicken's good. I don't.
It's soft.
I don't like that. But
I would love it.
I love sausage too. So
6 points of damage.
no,
Towards the zombo that's attacking me.
With that, you finish off the second to last one. There's only one left, but it is his turn. These are zombies. They're not going to run away. Even though there's one left, he's just going to keep shuffling towards you. Opal, you also, while you were gone right at the end of the session last time, you taken 3 points of damage. I had taken a note, just so you know. If you could track that down.
Last time.
You had been in the... Yeah. And so you weren't here, and you got attacked. So... this one will again attack you, Opal.
say thank you.
Will a 20 hit?
But yeah.
That's 6 points of damage.
For a second, I thought he said, like, no, that's your father.
All right.
How much damage?
6 points.
So let me hear my spellbook ringing.
I think it's upstairs.
Hi,
A cookie.
it's your Fay box.
You look like a model. Yeah.
Don't you look shy?
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah.
Do you want cookie?
Like he put a little skater dude. That's look. He reminds me of Arlo. That's the way Arlo dresses.
I can see that. Funny.
Cool face.
All right. With that, Red is back to your turn.
I will do what I've always done. And I have a little card, and I'll fling it out.
Because magic is also just.
That's gonna hit with like a 20-something. That does...
Okay.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
That's slashing damage.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
I missed.
It takes the damage, but it's still standing. Looks like it's doing pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, great.
This one was still in fairly
Take your
Oh, okay.
authentic
Okay.
condition.
I see.
Anything else that you can do?
No. Well, I have Bardic Inspiration, but I think we're fine.
Opal, is your turn.
Kill him.
Do it. Murder. Murder a dead body.
Is it? I was gonna just ask that question.
18, that will definitely hit.
Murder.
Get it.
That's good.
4 damage. 14 points of damage.
Points of damage. Okay, let me roll something for him. You hit him, and as you literally sever off one of his arms, he falls back and stumbles to the ground and puts his hand back up and starts standing back up again. He is pretty dang hurt, but he's still alive.
I'll kick him in the face.
Blade.
You do have another attack.
That is 15 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Nice.
Is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. All right. As you go ahead, and we'll just say that you actually do kick him in the head. You push his head down, and he kind of grabs with his remaining hand and starts kind of clawing at your leg. Adelaide, it is your turn.
The same little cantrip that I got. So I have
Can I do the anime heel smash?
You
But
curve stomp him.
no, anime heel smash. Just the really long.
The what? And the leg is the leg is like curved like a banana.
Yeah. Like,
And then it's like, and all you see is like the dust cloud and like the person like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. He needs to make a big 30 saving throw. What is your save?
Save is 14.
He will fail. Roll for damage.
Sure will. How does 8 points of damage sound?
You get him. He was as right underneath your heel, Opal. You see him kind of looking up with like one eye kind of dangling out as in the sockets they start lighting with some, divine light, and he gets vaporized by.
let's just imagine you poofed in smoke.
I mean, there was definitely smoke and burning.
Nope.
With that, the zombies that were in this room are no longer moving.
This is excellent. You two are wonderful.
I'm very grateful that Vennie wasn't here, but this doesn't bring us much closer to finding her. Did you say there's another door through the room, Chase?
Well, I was.
Go ahead.
What were you going to say, Opal?
I was just gonna ask, how did you know there was zombies? How did you know there was dead people here?
Oh. Ooh, they left evidence in the room below.
Oh, like oozing?
Yeah, oozing.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, oozing.
Gross.
I'm gonna look around. Are the kids okay?
The kids are doing fine. They're kind of in the back. They didn't really see much of it.
They were
but-
probably behind me.
Sit back, children. I'll protect you. Yeah. Does this keep moving forward, or should we?
This is kind of a corner room.
Yeah.
There's only one entrance. It's the one that you came through. So currently, just so that way you guys remember a lay of the line, to the southeast of the building was where you Red and Opal found the symbols on the walls, with the energy seeming to go to various parts inside the house.
Yeah.
Those were usually on both floors, the upper and the lower floor, connected to what seems to be the southwest and northwest sides of the house. Currently, you're in the northeast side of the house. on the second floor.
We're all together again, right?
Mhm.
I found some strange symbols upstairs, and
I was there too.
Opal helped, and I think that we should follow them.
We should.
Let's go. Thank you for saving us, Opal.
Oh, it was all of us. I mean, you saved me, but just barely.
Yes, but I was being like, by the zombies, and I was afraid.
That is okay. We can all be afraid sometimes.
We'll go to the northwest.
I almost started sweating.
As you head out of this room, there's a door. There's the hallway back down towards kind of the main large staircase up to the second floor, as well as another door to your right. And then down farther this hallway, you can see what looks to be a door at the end of the hallway. That would be the northwest. So far end of the hallway is probably more the northwest corner of the house, but there is a doorway before you reach there.
Yeah, we'll go that way then. I'm just trying to follow as best I could where the magic that we saw was.
Yeah.
Because that's the only magic that we felt in a long time.
As you approach it, you would notice, all of you, that there seems to be a faint shimmer coming from that far doorway.
Perhaps one of you should lead. I think it would be best.
Can I do divine sense first?
Give me 1 second.
What does divine sense do?
Detect celestial fiend undead.
Not Fey.
Dang it. Do not think fairies, I don't know if they are necessarily considered fey creatures.
I don't know.
As most
Just have to look at the rules. I think they are.
I'm not very like.
Because like centaurs
I'm
are.
Fey ancestry. That gives me 2 spells.
so do elves though. And elves aren't considered fey.
That's true.
But
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She doesn't have it. I got hopeful for a second.
You'd have to, if that was the case, we'd have to check that. But we're doing good.
Or do you need a charger for your laptop?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thanks, McKay.
So as you guys walk up to the door, you can see what looks to be some sort of shimmering barrier between the hallway and this room. Ripples form on the surface as air flows past and through it. On the other side, there's a room with a neatly made bed, a table, and a dozen dolls and stuffed animals. On wall, you can see a picture of the same handsome man kneeling behind a young girl. She is holding fire in her hands. Half of her face is obscured by the flames, but on the other half, you can see her blue eye beaming. Unlike the rest of the house, it appears completely untouched inside.
Trying to remember Opal's fear. Because I'm feeling I heard both. But different one. Because mine's puppets.
These are dolls. The same. Dolls and stuffed animals. They're all lined up.
Now, Erika has blue eyes, right?
Yes.
So that is probably, as we assumed, as she told us, that is her father and probably her.
Mhm.
Well,
What would you guys like to do? There's this barrier in the way.
what's the barrier? A magic barrier? Sorry, I was in the other room.
Some sort of shimmering, you'd assume to be some sort of magical barrier.
Perhaps one of the Vennie's bodyguards should check this out. Probably.
Yes, they should. Lucianity.
Just, I did divine sense.
Mhm.
And
Sorry about that. I spaced it. You don't necessarily see. You don't necessarily sense anything of celestial, fiend, or fey origin.
Or dead. Undead.
Oh yeah, or undead origin from this specific barrier. It just seems to be latent magic. Though it does look like maybe it has weakened It's hard to tell whether that's due to time or due to the effect on the island currently.
I'll toss one of my cards in.
As the card hits the barrier, it stops and falls to the ground.
I would like to put my hand in it.
As you put your hand on it, you can feel kind of a vibrating force. As you put, would you like to push harder and try to see if you can kind of almost push your way through?
Yeah.
Okay, make a strength check.
Be careful. I heard that people lose their hands on things like this.
Uh-oh.
What? She's gonna pull it away.
No. It just a rumor, you know.
Well,
You're probably okay.
You have to be an orc or a half orc.
Amber alert.
Child life in danger. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I just got it too.
Thing. This is super weird, but whenever there's an Amber Alert, I always just go outside and look outside and see if I can see anything. The reason being because in my head, if everyone did that, we find the child. I always just do it.
Thanks, honey.
Makes good sense. To me.
Well, Opal, it seems that Adelaide is a little scared. So perhaps you will do it.
Opal? I don't know what Opal would do.
Well, if you'd like to try to push your way through, that would be a strength check. If there's some other determining thing that you would like to do, you can also do that. But currently, all you can see is within the barrier, the room, and there's not much else around the outside in the hallway.
Okay. Well, I would have just heard that Red say, you may lose a hand, and I'm gonna lose a limb. So, no.
Can I take my sword and throw it?
Yeah. Make
Strength again?
a strength. It's kind of just trying to push through that bad boy.
Sounds like you want us to do that.
No, I don't roll them in the line up.
You are just as creative as you want to be. 19. With a 19, you feel your hand kind of your sword pierce through, and you can see kind of warping around it. As soon as it penetrates, it almost feels like a pressure difference. You feel your hand kind of pull into it as you are ejected onto the other side of the barrier. You take 4 points of damage.
Take it.
You find
Did
yourself.
you lose your hand?
There.
They hear each other through the barrier?
Oh.
Yeah, you guys can hear each other.
Okay.
You do find yourself, though, this room seems to almost be set out of time. You look around, and though you guys came in fairly early in the morning, looking out the window, it almost seems to be, the lighting is a little off. It's a little more like almost sunset. When you think about it, the whole time you've been on the island, it's been covered with mist and fog and clouds, things like that. And so the amount of light coming in kind of throws you off for a little bit. But it seems peaceful in here.
Is it reality, or does it kind of seem like I'm in like a different plane of existence?
Make an
Just,
Arcana check.
14.
14. You would assume that there has to be something going on with the magic. Maybe this room specifically was frozen to be like in this state for time immemorial, or maybe it's just an illusion for this room, but it's hard to tell. Everything, though, while you're in here, does seem real, and you walk up, you can touch the bed, and it's physical.
Well, should we come after you?
Yes. Should be safe.
Ah, yes. Ladies first, then.
I'll go.
That's a mini. I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not.
This is feeling a little useless.
Are you all trying to get into the room, or what's everyone doing at this time?
Hating, if that's okay.
Yep, that's okay.
Looking for Vennie.
Okay,
So
perfect.
doors, trapdoors.
Make an investigation check.
Can you look at it again? It rolled off and it rolled.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
7.
7. We'll get back to you in a second. What's Opal and
What are the
Red doing?
kids doing?
The kids?
Yeah.
It looks like Elise, having seen kind of the dead bodies, feels a little squeamish and stuff like that. And Alphonse, seems to be trying to distract her by telling her about the time while he was watching the sheep. He was able to, he saw a really big black cat stalking in the woods.
Opal, I think it is best that I watch the children. I think that they maybe cannot handle what is ahead. If you don't see anything, then let us know and we'll push forward.
Okay, I'll let you know through Misty.
Yes.
Yes.
Is Opal doing anything specific at this time?
Great.
Okay. I need you to do a strength check.
That is a 22.
Easily, you are able to find your way, push through, and you're actually able to hold the barrier for yourself, and you don't take any damage as you go through. With that, Adelaide, you find yourself with another compatriot in this side of the room. You've been searching thus far. You have not turned up anything, but you really haven't gotten a good chance to really look or focus hard. Now that Opal's here, either both of you can roll investigation check again, or one of you could roll it with advantage as you're helping each other out.
Like as Opal gets in, I'd just be like, I'll just like put my a hand on your shoulder and just be like, I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
Yeah.
And then
Just be like, I'm gonna cast guide.
yeah, I'm just gonna be like, look, I was gonna like have to be witty to say, but it's just like, you get me, girl. help me out. It's like even an exhausted head.
With advantage, right?
Yeah. And you said you were casting guidance on her. Roll add a 1d4 to that as well.
Is it me that rolled it, or can she roll it?
Either or, it's fine.
You can roll it. We're gonna need it. Right now, I'm sitting at 8.
Or 8. 4. That's 12.
Yeah.
12? It takes you a long, you start looking through the area, and there's many dolls and stuffed animals. There's, as you look on them, each one of them has what looks to be a name associated with them.
It's creepy.
One of them, Albert, Roa, Kimmy, Flick the cat, Spike the unicorn, Red the fish, Hook the bird, Scar the ferret, Wen the tiger, Lump the bear, Sam, Sophie, Amy, Claire, Ellie, Kiki, Barry. Some of the names that you notice.
Wait, these names are where?
On the dolls?
On the dolls. Can you think of there's a little sewing on the bottom of them that says their name of them.
What does the fairy one look like? Oh, wait, have I found this or is it just open?
The fairy one? It looks like a little mini, kind of pinkish fairy with kind of butterfly-esque wings. Kind of a stitchwork smile and 2 button eyes.
Oh, can you pick it up and be like, oh, it looks sort of like Vennie, but happier. Can I wiggle its little arms?
They kind of flop around. Nothing too crazy. It feels like a doll.
Red and the Kiki, right? We've come across the Kiki and
Mhm.
the
What
red.
does the Kiki look like?
That's crustacean.
Kiki is another doll. It looks to be what look like a little knight in shining armor. Kind of with a sword and a shield with a little plume coming out of the top of its helmet. The face mask is a little stitch thing that kind of moves up and down, so it can go over the button eyes, but you can always see the smile underneath.
Is it creepy or is it cute? A little creepy.
Yes, both. It's cute, but it's also you found it in an abandoned house that is, mildewy. This is the only room that's not mildewy.
There's a lot of dolls.
This is a lot of dolls.
What is the one named Red? Red the cat.
Red is a fish. It looks to be like a very large, maybe like some sort of trout that is mostly red.
This means. Can I? Did I see anything like this before? I probably haven't. I'm not a collector. I collect dolls.
Make a
Magic dolls, very expensive porcelain magic dolls.
with your expertise.
Houses. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I can imagine like Adelaide has a room just of dolls, and they're all magic and porcelain. That would be the creepiest room.
That's them.
Still, I can imagine them. They'd be so creepy.
What am I
Their eyes would just follow you everywhere. Mm-mm.
What would you associate your expertise on dolls and specifically magical dolls
My sister
to be?
When they shift hers.
I would say maybe insight.
Sure, I'd
Just
let
like
you do an
you
insight.
see those dolls. Probably not this type. I'm just, she's racking her brain. She rolled an 8. 11.
With that, you take a little bit of time and you start categorizing this. This is something that you're used to doing, going through each doll and saying them in their place.
Yeah, that's funny.
You first off separate them by actual dolls, like humanoid dolls and animal dolls. The fairy Kiki are humanoid, whereas Red is a fish. One of them you would notice it seems to have more scuff marks and more use. That would be the one named Ellie.
I'll set that on the side.
As you notice it seems to, of all the ones, it's the only one that has more of like kind of the glass eyes. I'm wondering if they are kind of following you guys while you're in here.
Nice.
Eyes. It's like one of the dolls where you can like tilt it and its eyes close and then you tilt it up and there you go.
Oh, and all
That's so
like button
creepy.
eyes, right? And
Yeah.
buttons or stitch
Mm-mm.
eyes.
This one seems to be kind of a nicer one.
Mm-mm.
As one of its eyes, as you tipped it back up, it's kind of slowly, almost looks kind of like it's twitching, but you think it might be just because the eyelid thing that rolls back and forth is slowly rocking.
Can I investigate this one a little closer?
Yeah.
Investigation? Not 20.
Nat 20.
Yes.
You feel a magical power emanating from this one.
Opal?
Yeah.
With-
Creepy, magical.
With a nat 20, you can feel a sense that is connected to, like, a power is leeching off of it to another part of the building.
Ooh, can I Amigo Montoya it?
It seems like the power is trying to get out of the doll, like it's been sealed in it, and it, wants to exit.
We are not letting it exit.
It's like
It doesn't necessarily seem like it's
old
fast. It's just
Is there a girl in there? No. Girl and Ellie. Oh no.
Um,
Let's relay all of this to what?
While this is going on,
go ahead. Vance.
I'll go up to the two kids as I see that they are it's okay. No, it's all the meatballs. My meatballs. It's okay. They're gonna be a little crispier.
You doing okay, Faith? Your head doing all right? Do you need more medicine?
We have more medicine if you need it, or water, or anything. Yeah. Since the kids were, I could tell that there's a little bit of anxiety going on right here with the kids. I'll come over to them and
As you approach, Alphonse is saying, "Yeah, so there's also this other time, when my dad and we decided to go out into the woods looking for some morel mushrooms. They sprout really good in the springtime, and they make a really good stew. You should try it sometime. It's really good." She's like, "I do really like stew, but I mean,
I can tell that you are sharing stories, and I couldn't help but overhear and thought maybe I could share the story for you all.
I mean, it's not a lame story, is it?" That's what Alphonse says.
No. It was a good story. You can continue if you want.
No, you're fine. And Elise says, well, what's the story about? Maybe we don't even know if we want to listen to it.
You could be right, but perhaps it might make you feel a little bit stronger, perhaps.
All right.
Have you ever heard of Shining Brow?
Shining Brow?
Yes.
Is that like a martial art style?
No, it is the name of a person. Their real name is Talisi.
Lacey. I don't think I've ever heard of that name.
Lacey.
Well,
What are you talking about? Lacey.
centuries ago, when gods walked among the earth, or maybe after, maybe before, I don't know. The story's been passed down for generations. Yet, there was someone named Talisi. And he was a very powerful musician. And it is said that through his way with notes and through his ability to hum a tune, he could cast away any darkness. It's said that there were many wars fought, and all of the good men and good women would send Talisi to go fight the shadows and the demons. And there is a saying that if there's ever a song or a tune that pops into your head, that's Talisi. That his power still lingers, and if you sing it out loud, it helps cast the shadows away.
I've never really done a lot of singing, but there's lots of times I get a tune in my head.
Maybe try humming it out every once in a while. No one really knows what happened exactly to Talisi, but it's said that he imbued his essence or his magic into his instrument that he used. And it's said that anyone who picks it up will have the abilities of Talisi. To play any musical instrument, to sing, to share any fantastic story to the stage, to the world.
What if the instrument was like a really big organ, so you had to just stay in one spot?
That'd be pretty impressive.
That would be. That's a lot of essence to put into an instrument.
He had a very big personality, I said.
Wow. You're a big personality. That's crazy.
Anyway, just remember that if you're feeling the shadows creep around, just hum a little tune. Perhaps they'll stay away.
Opal, Adelaide, what are you doing with this doll?
I just feel that Opal, everything I was kind of getting it, and I think last we left off, I was going like,
You going smash?
oh, no. Ew.
I'll hand it off.
Just like, what you think?
Huh?
What should we do this?
Just so you know, when you had your divine sense up, and still technically, you didn't feel anything from this doll.
We just know there's magic.
Just magic
It's
associated with it.
connected to something, and it wants out.
It seems to be, the magic, the power within it seems to be reaching for somewhere else.
Reaching for somewhere else, as if wanting to go to that place, or as in reaching to get out, to get away.
It seems like it's hard to tell, but as you think about it with what Red had said about this power associated with the marks on the wall, it seems that this might be associated with one of those marks. As it feels like that power is connected through by a magical means to one of those symbols.
I think this is connected to one of the symbols. Do you think something to break or something to take to the symbol?
Ooh. Well, perhaps we could start with taking it to the symbol and then breaking it. If that doesn't work out.
I think that's good. Oh, we are also at a different time. It's thing. I don't know if we'll be able to take it.
Only we can't bring it out of the portal.
Yeah.
Well then,
But I don't know if that's true.
why don't we attempt to take it out of the portal, and then if we can't, then we'll break it, because then that's like the
That's
next
it.
answer.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna try and take it out.
As you guys push your way out, it's a lot easier from this side exiting than it is from entering. As you feel yourself get shunted out, both of you kind of stumble out. Doll's still in your hand.
Start with the cake.
What is that thing?
Ellie.
Creepy dog.
Senorita.
What's everyone's passive perception?
Well,
Not high. 12.
what's the link?
Also, food is ready. So if you feel hungry, just get up and go that way. Get yourself a bowl, a plate.
What?
Hey,
We're getting we'll
No,
get there.
yeah, my love. Should be first page underneath
I
your.
have passive wisdom. Oh, that is perception. Perception. 14. Not
14.
Good. Good job.
Okay. You would notice what looks to be a shape down the hallway near the T intersection with the hallway that heads to the main stairs. As you look down there, it looks to be maybe some canine shape. As you try to catch a look at it and sees that you're staring at it, it seems to dart behind the corner.
Who once saw a dark cat?
I saw a dark cat. This is Alphonse, by the way.
Erika?
No, it looked like a cat, and it was really big. It was like, think about like, you know how cats are usually like this big?
Mhm.
It was like a cat that was like this big.
That is no cat.
What's the dog animal that I saw? Around the same size, but or was it regular dog size?
Depends on like what you define as regular dog size, because dogs come in lots of sizes.
Was it like that?
It was like that.
So it could have been the same creature.
You know, he said this big. You saw this big. It's hard to tell. It was definitely not black. It was white, the creature that you saw.
I think it's a chupacabra. It's this, and I'll cast a. Can I cast? Does prestidigitate? No, it doesn't do illusions, does it?
Yeah, it'd be
Dang.
minor illusion.
I do have prestidigitation that does spell, like it does stage magic.
Yeah, but can you make a chupacabra out of cards?
I can make a house out of cards.
You can make a house out of cards, but can you live in that house?
Fair enough.
You could try to stack up some cards in the shape of a very
Can I?
a very vague shape of a chupacabra.
Oh,
Make the performance check.
yes. That rolled off. That's gonna be a 27.
27. It's actually a really good description of a chupacabra. Cards, which is literally insane. You're like, what the?
Oh wait, no, it's actually higher because I rolled D4. 30.
Yeah. You're looking at this thing, you're like, I don't know how that thing's standing up. You see what looks to be kind of a small, famed creature. It looks like it would be a goat sucker. That's about as much as you can see about it.
I'm telling you, it was probably this.
Does this look like what I saw?
No.
No. No. But this is frightening. I need to look for this as well.
Yeah.
It looks more like I'm gonna like start moving the cards, and as they start collapsing, it creates more of like a not very recognizable as anything thing.
You start laying them out with like,
This one. Like,
Yes. And then I'll retract all my cards.
as you guys have Ellie, now that the doll is outside the room, Red, you have kind of tuned into that sense. You can tell that this is connected with one of those symbols as well.
Oh, cool. Do I know what that means?
No,
It's just connected.
You would assume that there's other things that maybe have similar connections.
Perhaps if we can find all four of the things that has the connections and bring them to the symbols on the second floor, perhaps that could.
You do notice as you are holding this doll, there seems to be a pull cord on the back of it.
We know it talks. There's a snake in my purse or whatever it is.
As you pull it, you hear what seems to be kind of like a recorded voice go, that's some good turkey.
I hate that.
Turkey!
I'm gonna do it again.
Turkey.
The next one, it says, wow, that's such a pretty note.
Okay, there's a note somewhere.
There's a turkey downstairs. I'm gonna share what I knew about that room. I'm gonna pull the cord again.
Did we want to shave rags? Because I'm gonna self-combust. Self-destruct, sorry.
Give me 1 second. I need to make sure I have my notes correct.
Thank you, Tori.
Oh, I forgot to pull out salt and pepper, but it's in the cabinet. Like if you're going over there, you use some out.
You,
And there's
the last,
in the rice cooker is broccoli.
Is it
So
done?
it is done. Yeah, you can put it on one.
the last poll, you hear what sounds to be man, or not man. Says, that was sure a good book.
Cook, no turkey.
Did we run into a book? Did we get the library room?
I don't think so. Not yet. And if we have, Faith does not remember.
You Is anyone else going with Adelaide down to the food room?
I will follow one of the other lines and see what I can find. You said that there was a turkey that you found? So perhaps there's a note in a book? I'll go to one of the other locations that we believe it could be.
There is the one on this floor. The turkey's downstairs. There's still one up on the top stairs. Do you want to go to that one?
Sure.
Okay. We'll get to the turkey in just a second. As you enter in, and the children follow you for this one.
Okay.
You look into what seems to be some sort of music room. There's various instruments around. Most of them are kind of old and decrepit. You look and see a stand with some sheet music rests in a corner with a violin sitting in a chair nearby.
Pretty
The
note.
room is oddly untouched.
Note.
As in the song. Unless I'm wrong.
Hey, that rhymes.
I'll kind of go up to some of the instruments. I think I'll make my way to like the piano first. I'll touch one of the keys, and there'll be no sound.
No sound.
And then I'll move to wherever that note is.
You said you went over to the violin.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
I'll kind of look at it with almost a reminiscent glance.
It sits there on its own.
You said that there's a note? Or just sheet music?
Just sheet music.
Does it seem like the magic in it sounds like this is the room that the magic was going to. That we need to play a note of some kind. Or play the sheet music.
Yeah.
I'll grab onto the violin.
As you grab it, I need you to do I guess it just happens.
Oh no.
You're possessed.
You take 3 points of damage as you touch it. It feels scalding hot to your hand.
Perhaps one of you should take this. I'll say, here, Elise, take this.
As she grabs onto it, it takes 7 points of damage. It badly burns her hand, and she drops it on the ground. And
I'm sorry, I didn't know that it was going to do that. Oh,
Make a
that hurt really
deception.
bad. Ow. I think that we have to play a note or something.
oh, I don't think that's what we can play on.
Maybe you're right. What other instruments are in here? There was a piano, there was a...
There seem to be piano, a few other, maybe like a lute, type of the wall. The lute does seem into one of the strings seems to be broken, and on there's a few lead instruments, various styles as well.
I'll touch another one of the instruments. Does it also burn me? I'll grab like a stringed instrument if I can. Alphonse, come here.
Okay.
Hold this. No, like this. And I'll, like, show him how to hold it.
All right. He's holding it.
Okay. You're going to do as I tell you, okay?
Oh, okay. I've never played a instrument before.
I can teach you. It's okay.
Well, if you know, why don't you play it?
I'm out of practice. I don't think that I can
Well,
play.
even if you're out of practice, you're going to be better than I am.
No. I think that you'll be able to do it much better than me. And I'll kind of grab the sheet music. Okay. And then can I begin to like show him to do it? Is that like a performance check or something?
Yeah, let me roll for him. You roll a persuasion check.
Great. I'll give him bardic inspiration as well. You said a persuasion?
Yeah.
28.
28. He, even with your bardic inspiration, got a 6. So
Really bad.
it's kind of crazy. You masterfully explain how chord structure works, and you start off with the basics of where to put your hands, and you even kind of help him guide his hands there. But as soon as like he has his hand up here correctly on the neck of the instrument, he goes to strum and he takes his hand off and strums, and then like he you finally get him, and you can't hold his hand in place, and then as he strums, he can't follow.
Can't follow it.
Can't follow a beat whatsoever.
Elise, have you ever played the instrument?
No, but I think. Oh, doesn't Adelaide? She went to school. She probably knows the music class.
Yes. Will you two go get them?
Okay.
I'll wait here and make sure that no one comes in here.
But what if? Okay, we'll go.
Just remember to hum a song.
Okay.
As soon as they leave, I will look at the sheet music that's there, and I'll snap my fingers and have a case with a lock that'll pop out, and I'll unlock it, and I'll pull out this red violin.
Okay.
And I will attempt to play.
As you attempt to play, no sound is emitted from the instrument.
As soon as I finish the sheet music, I will, before anyone comes back, put the instrument away and snap my fingers.
Make a performance check for me while you're reading the sheet music.
Not 20?
Something that
So
catches
that
your
would
eye.
be performance. Do you want my total? Or no?
Not your total. You surpassed this.
32.
32 with your performance. Yeah. You even go as far as to think about ways you would have improved this song. Things that it could have probably done better. Some of the places where you felt like the scaling was a little bit off, and you add your own flair to it to no one's delight, not even your own. You would notice, though, something about the song is it reveals, it looks that the C key is used extremely often in quarter notes. With that, we're going to go to Adelaide and Opal. Adelaide, as you make it to the room, you see what looks to be some sort of shape similar to what you saw before, standing on the table. as you look at it and you get closer, it's that same shape that you saw, that animal figure that was all white. But now that you approach it and it's a little bit lighter in here with light coming in from the window, it looks to be a small fox, white fox. He seems to be kind of standing over the turkey.
Like some turkey?
As it looks you up and down, it almost seems to have kind of a fairly knowing gaze in it, and you see one of its front paws kind of claw scratches at the table near the turkey, kind of pointing at it, and then it points back up to you, kind of like with its nose lifted up to you.
I'm going to take out my sword. Actually, I think I probably have better utensils in my bag, don't I?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
You have your full dining set
Okay.
with all 15. It's in a roll. Yeah, it has all the different knives and forks and stuff like that.
I'll take out a carving knife then, and I will cut out a bit of turkey.
Didn't you cut this thing in half last time?
I did.
You did cut it in
I
half.
hacked it. Okay, I'll just cut off a little piece, and then I'm gonna offer it to the fox. Is it gonna like this again and come and eat it, or
It points it towards you.
can I insight check the fox?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Uh, 6.
Hmm?
6. Oh, 9.
Seems like a good fox. Like, it seems fairly a lot more intelligent than your average beast. Mm-hmm.
So it's not like Ellie, right?
No, it doesn't seem like Ellie, but it does seem like it's trying to.
Is it Ellie?
You pull the string again. Eat the turkey.
Yeah.
It's like the start.
Well, the doll was like,
Maybe the
some good turkey.
maybe the doll wants the turkey.
Can I feed the doll some turkey?
Doesn't have a mouth. It's just like a line.
Look, if you've played with toddlers, doesn't matter if there's a mouth, it will.
You wipe some turkey juice all over it.
Is that hot still?
You pull it.
Like a hot and warm.
What is that? Some good turkey.
Don't make it lose. Oh,
I'm way too scared to eat this turkey. Fox, are you a good fox? Fox?
It seems like it's kind of. Well,
Fox, if you eat a piece of turkey, I will eat a part of the turkey. And I'm going to tear the little piece in half, and I'm going to hold it out to the fox. And
Yeah.
eat this.
it'll come up and sniff it. Eats it.
Chews for a long time. I put it in my mouth, and it's like...
As soon as you put it in your mouth, you feel
go to another dimension.
That is some good
You
turkey.
see,
literally.
You see-
Let me tell you. You see in vision. You see, like, in your mind, like kind of an out of body experience. You see a circle symbol, and in that circle symbol, 2 lines are drawn like on an X in it. It looks like it's kind of fuzzy around your peripheral vision, but looks to be carving in a piece of wood. A circle in a piece of wood, and then you see 2 lines drawn through it.
Do I wake up after that, or like is that just like part of my vision now? So I just am always seeing.
You see that, and then it kind of fades away. Turkey was fairly good. It tasted magical, most likely.
That was magical, mostly. I saw this. I'm gonna sketch it in my little notepad, and I'm gonna show it to Opal. And is it just us and Pablo and the kids
Fox.
and the
The
fox?
kids are with
Okay, it's just us.
right.
Is this something that you and Red saw while investigating? Symbol.
we saw the circle, and we saw 2 lines, but they weren't over each other. So maybe they combined together. That is one thought I had, but maybe we'll have to find an image that looks like that.
I'm gonna look towards the fox, and I'm going to show the fox the symbol. And I'm gonna be like, "Did you see this too?"
And then it kind of perks up. You see one of its ears kind of twitch for a second. And then you see its front paws kind of fold out
Oh my gosh!
into kind of these almost wing-like appendages.
Oh my gosh!
And it takes off and flies out one of the doors.
Chasing the fox
As
far as I can.
do you make a good amount of commotion as you're chasing the fox? I'm assuming you're going, right? Who else is chasing the fox? Are you chasing the fox?
Not as intently.
As you barrel out of the room, it's about that moment as the fox flies right over their heads, you run right into the children. And you kind of tumble over. That would hurt so bad. Full plate. Elise died. No. She took 7 points of damage, though. That seems to kind of fly down one of the halls towards the northwest corner of the house.
That's near where the symbols were, right? The red and
That's near where the last place that no one has looked yet for information.
follow that fox. I'm probably just gonna inform the kids what happened, and I want to go that direction.
Red, they're following the fox. The kids look back up to you.
Oh, wait, can they see us?
I mean, you're up on the top, and you.
Oh, I thought it was in like a room, though.
You were in a room, but do you? I guess are you poking your head out to see what's going on?
Probably not.
Okay, sounds good. I will say that you spend another while
That's fine.
in here, and it doesn't seem like there's anything else kind of happening.
Okay.
You go very thoroughly through here. You can spend the next little while, and it doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere.
Seems like I need someone to be able to play some music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After, if it takes too long, I'd probably eventually pop my head out. But then again, maybe I'll just sit back and just wait.
Okay, sounds good. All right. With that, we're going to go for a little bit to Vennie. Vennie. It's hard to tell how long it's been.
It's been ages.
Probably an hour or two again between the times that he stopped in. Don't know where he's gone, but eventually you hear kind of the latch of a key open up, and you kind of struggle by. At this point, Erika has woken up as well for the last little while she's kind of been in and out of consciousness. She's almost kind of mumbling, and she's starting to get a little bit more lucid, but it's about that time that he walks in.
All the other times when Vance has walked in, she's been like hostile and argumentative. I don't know, but her demeanor has changed. This time she is subdued, kind of withdrawn, kind of spaced out just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, whenever you get like in your head and you're really upset with yourself and you're just kind of, yeah.
You're dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he's kind of in a little bit of a rush as well. It looks like he's changed and he's gotten into what looks to be some adventuring gear, some light armor, as well as it looks like he has a fairly large crossbow set across his back, and a few other what looks to be weapons on his body. He goes over to a barrel in the corner and opens it up and looks at it and goes, well, I'll take as much as I can. He'll grab a few pouches off and tie it to his belt. And he goes, okay, what else? Oh! Yeah, I'll go find hers first. And then he walks out of the room.
Vance, call out to him before he.
Don't worry, I'll be back. I got stuff to do, though. I'll be right there. Give me 1 second. Oh. You hear the kind of shuffling. It sounds like he's dragging something a little bit heavier. Okay, and there it is. He walks back in. Like, okay, now you have my undivided attention. You had something to tell me?
I guess I'm not as. Guess I'm still the airhead, innocent little pinky. Just realized that when you were gone, that you could have just been lying to me the entire time. So Vance, were you telling the truth? All those things you said to me.
Of course.
I'm gonna insight check.
Insight.
Give me something good, please.
Hey man, I got the right book open.
Oh no. That's a 5.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah. With a 5, he goes, of course. You don't trust him anyways.
Right.
You aren't able to get a read on whether he actually is telling the truth or not. But from the way he looks to you, he seems like Vance. Look, if you're worried about me trying to lie to you because I think I'll get gain from it, I probably would. But I feel like for me, the best thing for you to know is the truth. So that way you can make better decisions than you have in the past. You know? That's really why I want this conversation to be. And I hope you have a chance on, chatting with a few of your other Vigil friends. Help them understand some of the things that you've learned from this experience.
Vennie is going to. You know how in anime, when a character gets really intense and like even like the small characters, like they get the fire in their eyes and they start looking really intimidating, she's going to try and emanate this anger, this seriousness, and she's going to try and intimidate him as she says.
Roll an intimidation check.
Please something good.
What'd you get?
it?
It's a 10.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's average.
As he sees you seething with hatred in the corner, he walks up to you and kind of pats you on the head and says, "Man, I hope I don't ever find you in a dark alley." And he keeps
Better not.
and you feel him pull off the vigil pin. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Puts it in his pocket.
Vile, foul, evil enter expletives of barons and cast vicious mockery.
Cast it again. Like he'll counterspell it this time.
Okay.
I don't want to waste it, but you are kind of pressing my nerves. I think, I was even going to, loosen your bands a little bit, try to give you a chance of escaping and maybe following me, but, your friends are fairly close by now anyway, so hopefully they can find you within the, next few days. Listen, Vennie, you're a good girl. If I would have any suggestion to you, it would be to go back home. Because if you keep doing what you're doing, you're probably going to end up dying. With that, I gotta get heading out. I have a beast to meet up with.
Curses. All profane.
Erika, thank you again for helping me know where your old man is. Don't worry, we'll take care of him. All right, we'll see you when I see you again. Hopefully not too soon. That would be a little awkward. All right, bye. Walks out.
He's not going to survive our next
I love Vance's character chase. It's so good.
Um,
Love hate relationship with him. Absolutely hate him.
and as he's walking out, you do see what looks to be a shadowy figure kind of standing farther in the hallway with two glowing red eyes, kind of hulking over him. He's like, he walks out, he's like, "Alrighty, you ready, man?" And you hear kind of a low, gravelly voice. Sound with him. Lead the way. It's almost kind of like a voice that sounds like gravel raking across each other. The figure is hard to tell out, but with your dark vision, it kind of looks lupine in stature.
So I thought.
As the two figures, one hulking and Vance small, walks out. He looks to be out of sight. Now we're going to go back to the rest of the party. Adelaide.
We're
The mist monster.
Okay.
That's been terrorizing.
He leads you to the first door on the right. He darts in there, and as you come in here, it looks to be a library. It lands on one of the shelves kind of high up. You notice that books line the room from wall to wall with shelves along the middle. The spines have worn and decayed to the point that none are illegible. A steady drip comes from the ceiling in several places.
Is the fox still in there?
Opal, are you with Adelaide? Is Opal asleep?
You.
Oh,
You can go back to sleep if you need.
Do you need a blanket?
maybe a little bit. I know for sure taken.
Yeah.
Opal was with Adelaide, but she didn't follow as intently after the bird and fox. But I am there. Thank you. What is happening?
The fox led you into the library.
Let's find this book.
Okay.
So I have to do the perception check.
All right. You is this a perception or investigation?
Investigation.
What'd you get?
21.
21. With a 21, you look around. You find what seems to be a note near where kind of the fox had landed. On writing, it says, "It seems that I've underestimated the resolve of the townsfolk. They plan to use the legendary dagger that Stedwick used to slay the nameless troll and claim this island against me. I don't know if my magic can protect me against it, but I doubt. I need to start making preparations for the worst. I've put wards around my daughter to protect her as she grows. I know I'm to blame for how she would be treated by the village, but no matter how much I think I should, I still can't feel remorse for my actions. Feeling love for something after my bond is strange, and I wish to explore it more. If I can kill the villagers, I should have ample time to dissect the sensation."
That is not a beautiful note.
No.
But we should keep it.
The note seems to be a page ripped out of a book.
Let's go. Now we need to find a book.
What did I have one of the things above that was just like a book or what?
Yeah, it kind of at the top, it says the book title. The page is 372, and it is The Fires of Rashnov.
Whoa.
Okay, looking about me, because I've spent a fair amount of time in libraries, am I able to locate the book? Actually, I wouldn't know the author, would I?
Is there a book ladder?
There is a book ladder. It's not like a huge library. It's not immense. It might just take some time to kind of look through.
I shall begin my search on the left.
I'll go on the right.
I need both of you to do investigation checks.
The kids are with them as well, so they can probably help.
Sure, you guys can roll investigation.
14.
14.
I think that's what it is. Be 21 again.
21. So with a 21, Opal, you find it first. As you look around, you see, even though most of the bookends are worn, you see one that still has a little bit of the faint gold lettering on the side that says The Fires of Rashnov. As you go to grab a book, you fill a hole and you click it down.
Where are you?
And the two bookshelves where you're at reveal a small section of the wall fall down, and you see what looks to be a thin carving behind it is of two arrows pointing upward with a flame in between them.
This is one of the symbols we saw as well.
Excellent.
The only difference with this one, it was just a flame before, now it has two arrows on the side.
I'm going to be sketching this as well. Look. My handy dandy notebook.
With that, what are you guys doing next?
Going where it points. Going to the next room that was in the thing.
The last room that it would seem to be that has some sort of magical connection would be the room that Red had gone into. You haven't seen him in a while.
Need to go check on him. Wait, the kids are with us.
Yep, no one's with him.
Yeah.
The kids probably would have said, "Hey, this is where you need to go."
We need to go now.
Is Fox still in that room?
The fox, as soon as you guys find the book, it lands on the ground. And as it approaches, you can see what looks to be a collar on it. A simple leather strap, but it does seem to have kind of an ornate brass nameplate on it. The name is Frost.
All right. Go to the other room.
Yeah, the fox follows you up, walking. Every once in a while, it kind of hop, and then bound, kind of stretching forth its wings, and then lands kind of at the top, waiting for you guys.
In that time, could Red have taken a short rest?
Oh yeah.
Sick. Do I get Bardic Inspiration back on a short rest, or is that my long rest? Look into that.
I think it depends on your
As you guys enter into this music room, you find
Red's just kind of like eyes closed in a seat, just
sitting at the piano. You guys find yourself here with some various instruments. There's some sheet music set up, and Red is napping in the corner.
Raiden.
Yes?
Good, you're not dead.
No, I wouldn't be dead. Why would you think that I am dead?
Oops.
It's not that haunted, I think.
Anyways, besides the point, what are you working on? Have you found anything?
Yes, I think that someone needs to play a song, I believe. Something I was looking over and exploring this room, and I saw that the sheet music. I don't read it very well, not super great, but it said something about C. So maybe playing this in a different tune. I don't know. What did I get from you? Had mentioned that.
It was just something that was very specific about this song.
Oh, it doesn't have anything to do necessarily with this.
Maybe, but this song specifically was.
It was big outing. Anyway, I think that someone needs to just play a song. So, do any of you have any classical training or?
Opal can, you know,
Hum a ditty.
Hum a ditty.
and sing a little tune, but nothing anything crazy.
Adelaide, do you know how to play an instrument?
I don't think. I mean, probably.
You can definitely give it a try. What instrument do you use?
Piano.
There's a piano in the corner.
Play a C.
Bing.
You played it.
Do you know how to read the music? I think you might have to play the whole song. Sorry.
Should I roll for
You know-
something?
You know how to read music?
I don't.
Probably know how. You probably understand.
I don't know how that would work in like the lore of the city that I grew up in.
You probably would know music.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that you necessarily are good at music. Like, I would imagine that at least most everyone, like you, kind of like in our culture, everyone like takes band
Yeah.
for the most part.
I could pluck it out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you could probably like read it and go, oh, see, like which keys to see this.
Okay. She'll say a little.
What?
A little.
The whole song, probably.
No, I can read music.
Oh,
Between.
yes.
And she's going to plug.
Make a performance check.
Oh,
Hey,
you need to. I'll say, oh, that note.
Would you like to
inspiration?
assist her? You should even give her advantage.
Sure, I'll give her advantage if I can.
13. 13.
If you want, give her bardic
Yeah,
inspiration. You can.
Yeah.
That's up to you. You choose when you use your bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I'll give you bardic inspiration. You roll a D8.
His bardic inspiration right now is he's layering over your core,
That's pretty good.
your back and telling you which key. No, over that one.
Okay.
Literally telling you what to do.
Working together then.
It's pretty rough. It sounds like you haven't practiced piano in years, but you eventually kind of get to the point where like you can do the main melody part, fairly good.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then you get back to like the verse, and it kind of throws you off. But you get through the entire song, nothing happens.
Well, I'm stumped. Don't know what to do.
Well, we have 3 parts. We could just go see if maybe we can figure out these 3 first at the symbols, and then come back if we need to. Maybe we got figured out with playing the song. We just don't know.
That's a great idea.
Yes. We'll go to the symbols, I guess.
All right. As each one of you all head out of the room, you get on the other side of the main stairway coming up. From the room behind you, you hear a violin start playing.
Does it sound good?
It does sound good.
Oh.
Red, you would notice it's the exact same tune that was on the sheet music.
And we're all hearing it.
Everyone's hearing it.
Sounds like there's someone else in the house.
Or perhaps we used the wrong instrument. There was a violin that when all of us, including myself and the kids, we tried to touch it, and it burnt us a little bit.
Can you heal my hand? I can't really feel it.
I can't use spells right now.
Oh,
I have some of that medicine stuff left over, but that's for the sickness. Oh no! She knows first aid. I'll help a bit.
yes. You do a medicine check for her.
And you use it on a street.
I rolled a 2, but my medicine.
You slap her hand a couple of times. How's that feel? How's that feel?
6. So that's easier than 8. So it's not great, but
You
it's like a different situation. But like,
yeah, you look at her hand and you're like, that's not that bad. it looks like she probably grabbed a hand of a pot that is hot and like scalded her hand, and it looks like it may start blistering, but she can get over it.
Well, Adley wouldn't say it like that.
No.
So she would probably be like, "Do we have any materials that would help with this right now? Don't touch anything with this thing." And then maybe I'll bandage it.
Okay. Ow, 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 ow.
Yes, that's no hurt.
Oh.
Let us continue to the symbols. We'll come back to the violin.
It just keeps playing.
Go back to the violin.
Do you know how to play?
No.
None of us know how to play.
I did the symbols on.
Alright, you all go into the symbol room. As you guys all point out, you can remember there's one that was a circle over on one side. You see the next one is 5 lines close to one another, in like kind of vertically. The next one is a small carving of a fire, and the last one is a blank line.
We can add the marks to the circle and the fire.
As you draw, are you going to like use your sword to like kind of draw it in? Like, what do you mean by add the marks?
Pinky has chalk, but Vennie has chalk, but Vennie's not with us.
Yes.
I have lipstick.
Yeah. Well, you spilled lipstick in my Valentino.
Valentino white bag. That's so funny. Yes.
You take your lipstick, you're like, so gross. But I have more. It was probably getting a little low anyways, and this color was so last fall.
It is actually.
You mark
I'm keeping the tubes.
you mark an X over the circle, and you can see it start glowing with kind of a faintest green light.
Mm-hmm.
You add some arrows to around the fire, and it starts glowing with a faint red light.
Okay, wait. So what was the thing? Break and bring? Bring to, break to?
Yeah.
You have the doll, Ellie. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, do I break this? I think we break the violin.
Did you break it all?
No.
As you crush it, its porcelain head cracks in half, and one of its arms kind of gets twisted wrong. It's laying there on the ground. Nothing happens.
Did you break
Slowly, it says, "Hi, my name's Ellie."
We all agreed this is creepy, right?
She's gonna like and like behind Red.
No.
Just look.
I'm gonna ask, were you living, Ellie, or have you always been a dog?
No response.
Oh, that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What kind of kids are you?
Heebie-jeebies.
Would Opal, I would like you to do insight checks. Or, it could be both of you. Adelaide and Opal.
Wait, what am I doing?
Insight.
Maybe he has to break the symbol, not the ultimate.
Maybe all the symbols have to be marked or something like that.
Maybe something like that.
Maybe something like that.
18.
18. As you smash it, you can see the tag still underneath. It's Ellie's name with a line underneath it.
We have to write Ellie on the name.
Um,
I can write Ellie on top of just the blank line. Hey, Ellie.
You see it start glowing with a faint purple light.
Maybe.
Does the soul go into the symbol, maybe? Any rest for her? Or no, she's just a smash
Can I see that? I'll take the lipstick and can I make the C note?
Yep.
Said that.
As you make the C note, the music in the other room stops. And you would have noticed that still had, it's fairly clear that there's a C. With that, as you guys finalize all the notes and they start glowing a portion of the wall to your left and starts moving to the side. You peer into it, and there's a tiny set of stairs, barely able to fit you all down at single file at a time, heading towards the basement.
You're all really right. This Vance dude is kind of crazy. Why would he set up this whole elaborate scheme and this whole elaborate thing? Crazy.
Exactly. Give some time to get
Like, I understand if he was like a powerful, like, I don't know, an old wizard or something, and we were in his home and had lots of traps, or he had like a magic item he was trying to protect. I understand that, but like, this seems like overkill.
We're still trying to figure out why.
Oh, how fun! Wasn't this like an old wizard's like actual house? Maybe it just got repurposed.
That still is a lot of effort.
This guy's kind of crazy. This guy is really crazy.
Well, women and children first, as they always say.
You should go first.
What?
Minnie. First.
What does that term mean?
I'll tell you after you make it down.
No. The Senorita, please.
Are you afraid to go down?
No.
Elise leans over to you. She's calling you not very brave.
No, I am very brave, thank you very much. I just care about my personal safety as well.
You're going to make me go first? And she holds up her burnt hand with big puppy dog eyes.
Yes.
I'll roll whatever.
Push him down the stairs. Make a grapple. Contested strength checks.
Oh, this is not good.
She's not push you down the stairs.
Some guidance first. Woo!
Yeah, do it.
I won't use Bardic Inspiration.
Six. Strength or grappling?
It's athletics.
Athletics check.
I think that's an unnatural 20.
16.
16. Yeah, she grabs you and forces you in front of her towards the stairs.
All right. This seems like something that maybe the bodyguards of Vennie would do, but I don't know. It's okay. I understand. I can go first.
You just saying that as I'm trying to. Okay, I get it.
As the door opens, as you all start going down, the fox ends up following you in. You can see now, like where you've been, there's been what looks to be kind of scratch marks on the wall here. Fairly similar to the fox's nail marks.
Oh, interesting. What is the deal with that, like, fox thing? Wait, sorry, hold on. I didn't say that. Hold on.
You would know.
I would know what this is, yeah.
You would notice what that is.
Yeah.
You know what it is. And you know who owns these.
Yeah.
Who breeds these.
Where did you get him? He's reminds me of Tiff.
I mean, so little to me.
I used to have
Move it. Keep
I
going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I used to have one of them back when I was a boy.
You used to have a little fox.
Well, he's not just a regular fox. He is a my middle name.
Fox.
A foxhawk. The Tigani. They've been known to tend to and cultivate many different breeds of animals, and my parents had various creatures around all the time, and we had one of these.
Nope.
Dare I say, even in pelts?
Make a history check with advantage. You pull out something like that. I can't say. No. These are
It's like minks. They made minky.
yeah. This is you've heard foxhawk before. It's an imported good, usually from Sojourn as well. Kind of like the suit that he's wearing, and as well as you heard Sojourn silk. So this is another different clothing material that comes from wherever Sojourn is, or whatever brand Sojourn is. They also produce this as usually as like a neck wrap, or they're very expensive though.
So of course you own.
But you've never seen a white one before, and so that would probably be a good look.
Cruella Deville.
Going back to Vennie, not too long after you heard the others go, Vance and the figure leave, you would have heard a large crashing sound. Almost sound like rocks tumbling. Maybe a cave-in happened in a different spot in wherever you're at. It's about 5 minutes later. You would hear voices walking down.
Familiar voices.
Familiar voices.
So I was just thinking that it'd be better if you go first because I can't cast any spells. I don't have any way to protect any of you at the moment.
Go, I'm not listening to you.
Hey, little doggy, little wolf.
Don't listen to him. Keep
No,
going.
come here.
Go.
As you guys reach the landing is a wide open area with a passage to the west and north. To the east, a portcullis blocks off an area. The area has a thick layer of dust, and you can see at the north path and entrance have small holes to allow you can see that at the north path and entrance, there's small holes that allow another portcullis to close off that section as well. You know what a portcullis is, right?
Yeah.
Gate. Like a metal gate that falls down.
As soon as I hear the voices, I'm going to yell, expletive.
If I was this Vance character, I wouldn't have even put Vennie or down in here. It's too obvious, having symbols leading down to something. Did you hear that?
No, do I hear anything?
Continuous string of curses.
She's fun. Just stop. Never! Be a decency, Vennie. Actually, I would put past Pinky to do that either, though.
Okay, so we can go through the gates then?
Yeah, the sound is coming from
You learn swear words.
the sound seems to be coming from down the north passage.
Go down the north passage then.
Sorry, she said
Pushes past me. See, I told you it would have been better if you go first.
There is a door to your left, but it sounds like that she's coming from up ahead. From another door to your left, and there is a door at the end of the hallway.
And her voice sounds like it's coming from the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
I'll go there.
You see what looks to be as you reach that room, you find what looks to be a large kind of gate on the outside of it. Looking in, there is a simple desk with a chair, barrel, a lit candle that's most of the way burned down, and you can see what looks to be two figures laying on the floor.
Where are they?
You look in with the dark shadows, you can see what looks to be Vennie tied up.
Gosh, Vennie. sword and just like out the bands, or what do they got? Chains? I don't know.
Mhm.
Bands.
You go to try to open up the gate and it's locked.
I'd like to destroy the gate.
Make an attack roll.
That's pretty
I
good.
move this head.
Oh,
That
yeah,
hits.
16.
How much damage can you do?
The long sword.
I'll cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just did 3 points.
never
of
met
damage.
Vance. I don't know if he's
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Doing.
I would like to cast Sacred Flame on the gate.
It can't make a dexterity check, so roll for damage.
Uh, 12.
With a 12 still, you see it kind of shimmer with light for a second, and then it fades.
Vennie! Is Vance in there?
No,
Where did he go?
he left.
Where? From what?
I don't know, but that's tied up in here. What do you think I know where he's
Was he
going?
in there? Was he up there? Was he talking through a wall? Did he go out here?
He interrogated me for a while, and then he gathered a whole bunch of stuff and a creepy dude, and they left. And there was what sounded like a cave-in further down somewhere.
Further down somewhere.
I'm just sitting here in the dark. What do you want?
They start.
Can I try to pick the lock?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Do you have any lockpicks?
Hairpins.
Definitely, you can try a.
Alright, we'll do that. She's always got like 10 in there. 10. Not 10. At least 2. But, okay, what
Does
am I rolling?
Alphonse know how to pick a lock?
Alphonse might.
I feel like he might.
I just rolled a 6.
As you kind of go to place in the
Your hairpin.
your hairpin, a voice kind of echoes from inside the lock, says, "You know, there's probably a key somewhere around here. I'd look for that first before you ruin this lock."
6 points of damage.
I will.
1 point of damage.
I'll open a different
2
door.
points of damage.
Which one? Do you go back down the hallway, or do you go towards the far end one?
Which one's closest?
The far end one.
That
It's right next. You open it up, and it is what looks to be another underground library. Many books line the shelves, and most are well preserved. They cover a range of topics, but none are of any use at the first glance.
Is the fox still just kind of with us?
As soon as the door opens, you see the fox dart inside.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Did you check? It's a girl. Is it a boy or girl?
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Wait, what?
All right, girl.
Is
All right, girl.
Yeah.
the fox goes in. As you look around the corner, you see what looks to be another figure tied up.
Vance? Is this you?
Elia, you are bound and gagged. Vance, before he left and taking your vigil pin as well, had placed the key between your teeth. Have you spit it out by now, or did you keep it in there?
Did you swallow it?
It's like, so it's like in your mouth. I guess that you probably can't spit it out because it's like in your mouth, and then the gag's over your mouth as well.
Yeah.
I'll come up to this person. Hello, you are not Erika or Vennie?
She doesn't know either.
Yeah. Oh, what you would see, Eli, is a dragonborn looking character.
Nobody commented on how he just disguised himself in the middle of what we were doing.
I had my back turned. I was focused on you.
Yeah.
He wants to like turn over and can't do he can.
Yeah. You just see a dragonborn kind of in just let's say for fun he's in aristocratic attire.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll take off the gag. Hello, don't bite me.
Just that he.
Oh, I think we need this. Thank you.
As the gag's removed and he pulls the key out of your mouth's very dry.
Water?
Oh. Is there water anywhere? Hello? There's a person in here.
No!
What is your name?
Alaya.
There is an Alaya in here. Go ahead and kill them if you wish.
Hold on, Vennie, don't do anything. Don't.
There's a key on
He's
your
on your
ground.
shoulders, like, what am I supposed to do?
I found the key. I do have some water, and I'll reach into like my pack for. I'm assuming I have some sort of rations or something.
As you reach behind, your water jug's empty. You
Never
feel
seen
Wayne
rations.
chuckle underneath your hat.
You stupid look. Where were you this whole time? I'll like pull off my hat.
You see the foxhawk is like kind of curled up on the figure who's bound and tied and is kind of sitting in the lap, just kind of like nuzzling into her.
You got scared of that, didn't you?
How do we get there by now?
Yeah, you get over there,
Okay, switch.
and
Go.
Opal comes over.
Okay, I have a key.
He's a dragonborn. You don't.
I feel like you guys know that Red changes his appearance fairly often.
I've never seen Red change form before.
Once you have
The crew on the ship is only. I don't think you let us know that was he.
twice, and then
No, I think it's been twice.
The other time.
when you first met him,
When I
he
first
was like
met
a total
him-
portal.
Oh yeah. Pull out my sword and just be like,
It's me, right? It's okay.
oh, get in here. Adam's like almost crying at this point.
I'll go grab the key. Oh, well, I have a key.
What do we need the key for again?
To open the gate.
Open the gate to get to
No.
Daddy.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I remembered. Because I haven't been asleep, but I've been sleepy.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. What are you doing here, Alaya? Are you okay?
I guess I am now. I was kind of after
like-
Vance.
You and hug you very tightly, too much so, but then I will let you finish what you are saying.
As you're hugging, the foxhawk squirms out and it kind of looks a little chagrined at you as you kind of squoze it between you and Alaya.
I make continues.
I was after Vance.
Oh. Well, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you also know how much of a nuisance he can be.
Yeah, I know. I almost had him too, but my magic just wasn't working, and so he had the upper hand, I guess.
Yes. Magic is still not working, as you probably already guessed.
Yeah.
Do you need food?
If you have some water and maybe to untie me.
You sparkling or regular?
Regular water? What's sparkling water? I've never had sparkling water.
We'll try that next.
It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's really good. Hello, bubbly.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so funny if Adley only cared sparkling?
She has the little soda bottle.
I hate to do this.
Vennie-
Like she opens her flag like.
It's just LaCroix. That's all you have.
Vennie, don't worry. I am here to save you. I found you. Don't worry. I'll cut open the lock. Everyone's in the other room. They found some strange lady named I don't remember her name. Oh, Alaya.
Yeah, Elias here.
Who's Alaya?
Expletive. Horrible little. She's cursing out Vance. Just
Okay, pause real quick. Have you guys seen Puss in Boots, the Last Wish? The fat, nasty little dog with the belly, and like he starts talking, and then he just goes off. Beep 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 beep.
And they say what you call him.
I like the chip on his block.
Anyway, sorry. You just don't expect it. Vennie.
just untie me and then get Erika.
I'll untie your leg.
Erica's a little wobbly. Yeah, comes too. What happened last night? I just remember finding you up in the tree and then everything went black. Sorry. Look, I know that you're upset with me, but
I'm not upset with you.
you really should have listened to me, Vennie.
I know.
I knew I'd been being tailed for a while.
Yeah, you said so much.
Well, there is another person in the other room.
Yeah, she's a friend, former teammate. She's been gone for a while.
Former teammate. She no longer your teammate.
I mean,
Did you get into a fight?
circumstances necessitated her leaving.
So a lover. I understand. It's okay. This must be really awkward for you.
Again, just
As you all kind of convene probably in the room with Alaya. Alaya, you see some familiar faces. But you also see that there's faces that you don't recognize. There's one that you for sure don't recognize, and there's people that are missing as well. Of the 4 people that you find, or 5 technically, 7, 8 people. 8 people.
Plus Alaya now would be 9.
You do recognize Pablo. You would recognize Elise. You would also recognize Opal. And Adelaide. You think it's Vennie or Pinky, but she looks different.
calling her a different name.
And you do not see Moss,
Baron.
Ren, or Baron.
Okay. It's so good to see you all again. Where is Pinky? Is that you?
Expletive.
It works right now, and it's
Expletive,
really funny.
expletive.
That's,
Can we put that on a third? Expletive, expletive,
I
expletive.
want to make that shirt. That's gonna be
Okay, awesome.
Dot first. Dot.
expletive.
Expletive.
That's really funny.
Oh man.
So it sounds like Vennie, but she sure don't talk like Vennie. Like, sorry, it sounds like Pinky. She don't talk like she's Pinky. Yeah.
Why are you not pink?
Vance first. Stories later. Then he's going to point the way to the direction the she heard the haven.
It sounded like it came from the other gate down here, as well as there was more stuff down here that you guys would have walked past. But the gate that the first gate on this exit was where it seemed that he had gone.
Neither of the three of you look like you're in a position to really do anything to Vance.
Well, that's why I got you guys. Let's go.
Yes, right now.
I can't cast any spells.
Point the direction.
The first, you get to the next gated door. This one was left open. And there's a small hallway down to a larger room that seems to have an exit on the other side. This room is filled with all manner of cages. Some have the bones of long dead monsters, while others seem to be empty when the room was last used. 2 large cages stick out among the rest. Their bars have been bent outward, broken from the inside. Besides the cages is a table on the south wall. Various bones and other things kind of scatter the ground.
Anything on the table?
Yeah, as you go up, you can see that there is what looks to be another key hanging on a hook near the entry room. And with a perception check, you can maybe find a little. No, you find it because you looked at it. But there seems to be also a note on the table as well. It says, "What a confusing beast this is. For some time, I've thought it just a lycanthrope. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Mundane, non-silvered weapons are worthless, and I expected, but silver weapons don't fare well either. Magical weapons seem somewhat ineffective. How marvelous it is! It seems to take both to have full effect. What's more, it regenerates. I didn't expect that. I'm wondering if it's a pure strain of lycanthropy that I've managed to discover, or if it's something else entirely."
I'll read that out loud and share it with everyone. Do you think this is talking about the strange beast?
Uh-huh.
So where do you go from here?
Is there an exit from this room?
There's
We have to
another
follow
exit
them?
on the opposite side.
Grab the key.
As you get to the exit, this door is also left open. As you come here, this area, actually, it's not really a gate. It looks like stones have fallen down here, and a tunnel has been formed. The area is unworked stone, and it looks like something clawed its way out of the wall and on a slope upward. About 20 feet after it starts, the rocks block the tunnel. Whether the tunnel was collapsed on, seems pretty clear what the collapse you heard was, as this looks fairly fresh.
And this is just a dead end.
Yes. So this seems to have been maybe something that wasn't part of the original structure, but also seems that it just barely had been collapsed.
Well, we are not going this way.
Probably lost him by now, anyways. I'm gonna go see what's in those. Was it a barrel that he got something out of?
That was back in the room that you had been
Yeah.
tied up in.
Mm-hmm.
You can head back there. As you open up the barrel, you see what looks to be 1 or 2 pouches left in the bottom.
What's
As you open it up, you find what looks to be a fine, dark grayish powder.
can I I don't know. Would I have any? I don't know. I'm going to try to identify it.
Sure. As you kind of pick up some, it gives you the same feeling that Red described when he was touching the music box, but a less refined version of that.
Oh,
Kind of a metallic-y.
like non-magic.
Mm-hmm. As you touch it, you feel the ability to cast cantrips goes away. Interesting. You have 2 pouches of this sandish metallic material.
All right. I'm going to take those. I don't know if when they're in the pouches, does it have the same effect?
Yeah, it seems like if you want this to like nullify someone's magic, you'd have to like stick their hand in it,
Right.
or
I can just
throw the entire pile in it. It seems like it's more of a kind of a quantity thing. Like if you pull out just 1 grain and hold it, there's not really any effect to you.
Right. But like if I have it in the pouch, it's not going to affect me.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna.
It seems like in its
Comfort or
current
pouch?
state, it is more of a physical touch sort of thing.
How big are the pouches? Can I even carry 2?
I mean, I think you can.
I mean, because if they're big pouches, like I couldn't carry 2.
Maybe
But if they're
maybe
like-
there was just a little bit of dust left at the bottom, and you fill up 2 pinky-sized pouches.
There we go. We'll do that.
Either way, you end up with 2 pouches worth of non-magic sandy stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna hand whatever's left to.
Yeah. There's nothing else. That's all you can get. It's just
Oh, okay, so
it's just 2 pouches stuff to use.
Well, what do we do now? Elia?
Yes?
Hello, my name is Red.
Are you
Red?
going to go back into your normal?
I'll go out and shake your hand, and as you shake my hand, I'll transform back into my normal self. Pleasure to meet you, Senorita.
And that's what he actually looks like.
Oh. I
That's
like
no.
awkwardly shake your hand.
And he's
Um,
new.
Why is he here? Where's Baron?
Wait, she doesn't
Sorry.
Elisa's right there.
Elisa's. You see, with kind of mentioning Baron, Elise will kind of gulp for a second. Says, "The last mission that Baron and the other vigils went on, he didn't come home.
Like, is he?
He's gone."
Oh, Elise, I'm so sorry.
With that, she'll kind of run over and embrace you and starts kind of, slowly crying, and then starts kind of sobbing a little bit more. Like, she says things like, I didn't know if you'd ever come back. I missed you, and I used your kitchen a lot. I made sure to clean it, but I was in your room a ton, and I'm sorry. I used your stuff, and I miss him. I miss him a lot.
I just pat her head. It's okay. Don't worry.
She'll kind of sniff a little bit and do one last squeeze, and then I want to come along and see what it's like to be a vigil, so that's why I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
If Baron can't be a vigil anymore, then someone has to step up.
It's really brave of you.
Thank you.
Elia turns to Adelaide and just kind of walks up to her. And sheepishly just holds out her arms.
Emily's just gonna give her the biggest hug in the whole wide world.
Hi, Adelaide.
I'm just so glad that you're safe.
That's thanks to you guys.
Now that you're back with us, never leave. She's not gonna say that out loud, but she's
Definitely thinking of it.
a little bit stressed right now. Like, keep the views close.
And since we're on uncomfortable topics, Moss had to leave on personal business, and Ren is assisting another group. As far as we
And I've been assigned to be here.
It was Ren, right?
No, red.
Like
Red?
color.
Oh, like the color. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess it's nice to meet you, Red. I am Alaya, and this is my little friend. Her name is Frost.
Frost. I'll get down. I used to have a little frost of my own at one point. No, it was different color though.
Yeah, when I got her, they said she was a very rare color, and so they were kind enough to let me keep her.
Oh, and you already met, and I'll pull Wayne out.
You see a small armadillo that looks really shady for an armadillo.
And I'll look and be like, by the way, where were you this whole time? I sent you to go look for Vennie and you didn't even find her? Alright, back in the ad. So tell me about... Oh, Elia, what are you going to say?
What do you guys want to do now? I imagine Vance probably has gotten away.
Yeah. But I know what he's doing.
What is he doing?
Well, he is going to try and set Malnix free. He is getting rid of all of the magic so that Malnix will be powerless, and then he can kill him. Which I don't understand.
As you mentioned, like setting Malnix free, you see Erika like, what? He's going to set him free?
Can't kill him.
This is bad. Are you sure he's going to kill him? Is that what he said?
I mean, that's what he said, but who knows what he actually means?
Listen, it would be detrimental to everyone in this area, maybe even Tepesh, if Malnix was able to get free.
Even if he had no magic?
I mean, he was the one who gave me my magic. He's the one who taught me. If I still have my magic, I don't know why he wouldn't have his.
That's bad.
So what makes Malnix so bad? You haven't told us that. Because based on the photos upstairs, he seemed like a pretty good dude.
Malnix sold his soul to Asmodeus. And because of that, he granted himself powers. Now, he was never one to be very sentimental, especially to human life. Usually, he put himself above others. Even for myself, the only reason why I was, alive is he apparently felt love for the first time when he saw me, and he thought it was really interesting, and he thought he'd, apparently I was interesting enough to experiment and figure out what love is. Guy's a creepo. Hate him. Other than that, he's he was accruing power here specifically from the the peaks in the weave I talked about earlier. And I don't think that was ever broken. So if he had been, even if he's sealed away, he still probably has grown his power from now until then. So I don't know who this Vance guy is. I heard him just a little bit. He seems kind of like a nut job. And my dad is a nut job. And usually nut jobs like finding each other. Because they kind of feed off their nuttiness.
No, one question. Malnix, your father, the nut job, does he still have ties to Asmodeus?
He probably does. I mean, that's how he gets his power.
We should probably just leave now, I think.
And let
Coward or something?
No. I just, in the stories of devils and demons and Asmodeus, and just don't like it,
So you're a coward.
No.
Hafana, I mean, you seemed pretty cowardly when Adelaide had to push you down the stairs.
That was different. That was more of preservation of myself. This.
Push him down the stairs?
I thought he was being such a ninny, Vennie. Vennie and ninny.
No.
Okay.
I love you guys.
I love you.
Let me check one thing, and I'll go into another. Do I feel like my enchantment's working still?
Yeah, sure. As good as it does.
As good as it does. How close do I want to push this?
Do you have ties to add? Well, I guess. Okay.
I was never told how effective enchantment would be.
Nope. You got it kind of secondhand.
Secondhand, probably is
Violet.
probably something that was who knows.
Who knows? It's a little hard to but the enchantment seal is still there. You feel like you're probably safe.
I will throw on a different disguise then again. And come back and say, right, we should be alright.
If we can stop them before they're able to wake Malnix, that would be our best bet.
Alright, how do we get out of this joint?
I mean, how'd you get into this joint?
The
stairs. Let's go to the stairs then. That sounds about right. You all start piling out. There's a few other places in here. It seems like you guys are in a rush, so you kind of just glance at them and say, and then you keep walking. As you head up to the stairs, get up to the top, you all kind of are walking out through the door, and you see Erika stop over what looks to be the broken remains of a doll.
Oh, it's her doll.
She stops down, picks up the broken Ellie and comes. You can see that she
has mending.
She kind of starts crying a little bit.
Erika,
She picks up, Ellie and brushes her hair back. She was my favorite doll.
Vance is a real.
She starts kind of sobbing a little bit, and she grabs the doll by the head and rips it off. And throws it to the ground. As that, with it kind of had its arms up, they slowly lower down. She tosses it into the corner. I felt like that thing was always staring at me.
Right?
Pretty sure my dad enchanted it to keep an eye on me.
That's so terrifying. Enchanting your daughter's dolls? Oh my gosh, that's creepy. That's mega creepy.
Let's keep going. Let's leave this place.
How much health are Pinky, Erika, and Elias at now?
One hit point.
Erica's probably at 1 hit point as well. Elias probably doing a little bit better, but you're probably at half your health just because you'd been a little bit malnourished the past little while and stuff like that.
Erika, do you have any way of healing yourself or Pinky or this new lady?
Yeah. It will take up a good amount of my spell slots though if I try to heal everyone.
I'm okay.
It'd probably be better for me to at least heal Pinky and I. She'll cast 2 wounds on you.
She doesn't say it like that though. Thank you.
That's 12 points of health back. And she gets 9 of health back. Total of 10.
Is that our child?
Wonderful.
Is that what phone?
Yep. We'll put ourselves on break for a second. Sure. Break time.
Oh,
Not crazy long.
30 minutes to an hour?
I'd like to get you guys run to the next little spot, which shouldn't take too long, so probably about 30 minutes.
that.
Baby.
I want to research
Okay.
more.
All right. So, as you all head up the stairs, as you all
Use open another tab.
step outside of Malnix's
And
mansion,
look up this you active. See,
hitting the kind of chill, crisp air,
because that's her department.
it's about this point where there seems to be a collection of fog forming.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm always willing to
You
help.
all
I'm sorry,
find
this is
yourself
everything. Find yourself exhausted and tormented.
as thick fog starts kind of coalescing and forming. The group stands there in front of the mansion, says, at this point, Erika says, we probably need to move as quickly as possible. Are you all ready to follow me to Malnix's final resting place? Hopefully, final resting.
You see, I kind of have a problem with going there, but it'll be alright. I think maybe. Yes.
What's your problem?
Oh, just like I said, I was telling Vennie over here the relationship with your dad and the devil and things like that.
There's only two kinds of people who have a really big issue with people who've had dealings with the devil. That's usually people who are really pious. You don't really catch me as a pious.
No, I am, and I'll pull out my little necklace that's hanging there.
Sure. The other group is the people who've also had dealings with Asmodeus.
Oh yes, those people are crazy. Huh?
Can I insight check red hair?
Sure.
Vennie's a little bit on
If
it.
if you're trying to deceive or like
Sure, I'll do just a poker face, just a blank.
blank face, I would like you to roll deception.
Persuasion or deception or just deception?
Deception.
Okay.
My deception. Super great.
That's why I had to do deception. Because that maybe persuasion's a lot better.
A lot better.
Where's my insight? Oh, dang it.
I rolled really low.
Okay, well, 16. Sorry. No, it's 15. Sorry. I rolled a 16 out of -1.
Well,
So that's
With a 12, you can tell that he is, acting suspicious, especially with kind of the call out of, dealings with devils and stuff like that towards him. He gets a little bit sweaty on the forehead.
anyway, yeah, maybe I should take the kids back to the inn, make sure they're safe,
That's not a bad idea. What do you guys think? Should we have him go with the kids back to the inn and keep them away? I mean, this Vance guy, he wouldn't be after any one of he's after Malnix, right? He probably won't mess with them anyways, so we could maybe even send them back on their own.
No, I was gonna say. First we met him, he imprisoned other types of children. So
They did say that he was after children.
he is not specifically after the children. He is in league with those that are snatching the children, but he himself has never snatched a child as far as I could ascertain.
Make a history check.
did he brainwash you?
He literally said, "Well, I've never done it." He alluded to the fact that he had never done
Pretty sure he's still.
I think he alluded to the fact that he had done
He
it
said me.
fairly often.
No, because he.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said he's only going after the gifted children. He's like Xavier
Where are
from
my
X-Men,
notes?
except for
But not in a wheelchair involved. And
he goes to the children, not the other way around.
exactly.
And he takes them.
By force. Sometimes.
Probably all the time. I'd say 90% of the time. You should just roll a history check.
Okay.
If I had explained that differently,
Well, my history ain't that great, so. Yeah, this is a 9.
with a 9, you think about it, and if I had said otherwise, now I'm going to correct
Okay.
what I said. He does. He's a kidnapper.
'Cause I-
He literally naps the kids.
I literally asked him, how do you do it? How
He-
would you do it?
Well, he would say, like,
oh, if I were to do it, like, saying, like, oh, I haven't done it yet. Or
No.
how they do it. Like, oh my
No.
God.
I think what I was trying to present with his character is that he does it different ways in the sense of, like, if I was going to do it, it'd be like this, not to allude to the fact that he hasn't done it. It's like, these are like kind of the things that
The tactics I use.
the tactics I use to do it.
Okay.
So he did take your brother.
On that
Okay.
bombshell, we're going to keep going at it.
All right. So can we pretend I didn't say that? 'Cause-
Yeah, you're fine.
We're just clarifying. That's all good.
Yeah. All right. Well then. Well, he seemed really focused on Malnix. I think they'll be fine. Besides, he takes the young ones.
So they'll be fine to go to the inn or to go to Malnix.
We can make it back to the inn.
What they said.
And then Alphonse is like, yeah, I know the way. And we'll stay as far away from wherever you guys are going.
Yes. You'll need someone to stay with you, I think. But Vennie needs her bodyguards, so that leaves.
Don't worry, we'll take Pablo. Pablo is like, Hafanapar, I'll go with you. Or
Smack him upside the head.
Yeah.
Just
hit him.
Just.
Oh,
At
Vennie.
least it doesn't hurt at all. Because
No.
No. You're just trying to do a little. You're just like, come on.
you're part of this team.
Yes, I am part of the team.
Why are you trying to wheedle out of this?
I don't get along well with Asmodeus, yes.
Past dealings.
Yes.
Broken love.
Yes,
Oh,
of a sort.
I didn't think you were that kind of a bard.
Maybe in my youth. That time is long past.
Brain's not comprehending it, so we're okay.
Adelaide, Hafana, is it okay if I take the kids back to the village and we'll meet you at the inn?
That would be best.
Perfect.
You're coming with us.
Y'all hear that growling?
It's not even like whimpering, the whimpering of small.
Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. I'll come with you.
You get the sense that Wayne's like, you sure you're ready for another? This is not according to plan. You sure you want? Yeah. All right. As you all start following Erika, heading due north from the house, the fog gets thicker and thicker. Luckily for you, you have a guide. It only takes you about half an hour to make it to the place. It would have taken you sooner, but your horses were missing by the time you'd left.
Even mine? Even Bella?
Currently you do not know where she's at.
That's
I have
Biscuit.
horse, so I'm
And if you would like to ride ahead, leave everyone behind.
Vinny had
You
no
do
idea
have
you
the Find
guys.
Steam spell, right? Though the
It
Find
might
Steam
even
would
work.
not work.
Yep.
Unless it's been precasting.
Vinny would not know that you guys had horse. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, remember the last time that we fight this little beast thing that we couldn't cast any spells?
Uh-huh.
And we're going to do it again?
Just gonna leave all these people here to die.
Yes.
Why the heck are you a vigil?
I came looking for something.
What?
That's none of your business at the moment.
There.
At
No,
the moment,
Ryan.
so when he wants our help, he'll tell us.
Respect. Just dropping by the minute.
Look, I'm here to help, okay? I am. I'm here.
Kind of seems like you want to run away.
No, I don't run.
Walk
Just look-
very fastly away.
Baron.
I don't know who Baron is.
I'll never be like him.
I don't want to be like Baron. He seems like kind of a douche.
I'm gonna slap him! I'm gonna slap you!
Do it. You deserved it.
No, don't do that.
Can I? Oh, too late. I'm doing it. It's gonna hit nothing.
Almost okay. Kinda wasn't he wasn't the nicest guy. But...
Look, I don't know the dude. I'm sorry, okay? I know it's still fresh. I'm sorry.
I have negative 1 strength, so
It-
it wouldn't do anything.
It's just a shock slap. Right?
It's like kids that like come like slap your
Okay,
leg.
I'm sorry. We will continue on this. We'll continue.
As you guys near the pool that you had gone to the night before, Vennie, you can see what looks to be some figures in the fog. You hear talking. You guys trying to sneak, or are you trying to just go in guns blazing?
I mean, oh well, please. Well, you're wearing full plate armor, and you're wearing full plate armor.
I don't know if I'm wearing full plate, am I? I don't think I'm wearing full plate.
No.
I'm wearing full plate. I'm
Well, you're
full
wearing
plate.
chainmail.
Okay, here's an idea. I'll hide. Allow you hide. Erika hide. Everyone else gun blazing.
I will hide as well. That sounds like a great plan.
Someone better take him with you. Grab a shirt or something.
Vennie, I'll go with you. You are the leader, and I will follow you.
Yeah, like hold him by the scruff of the neck.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Sweat. I would really appreciate if you didn't force me to do this. Like every time you guys turn back at him, new sweat puddle.
You've never seen Red this flustered. Usually he's fairly cool, calm, and collected, but this, for some reason, this scenario is really putting him on edge.
You can help this.
Thank you.
But if you dip,
I will not dip. I'll be here. I'll be here. I won't go any further than here. Away from here, I mean. But I will go closer. With you. Closer. I saw the way that you fought with those daggers. Don't remember. I saw it. You're pretty good at fighting.
Don't remember.
fine. All right. But that's only 2 people going. That's only 2 people going guns a-blazing. You guys cool with that?
As you hear, from a distance, all right, we got that up here now. We're about ready to crack this bad boy open.
Okay, guns a-blazing, go! I'm gonna stealth.
Those who are stealthy, I need you to make some stealth rolls.
I wish I had magic, Chase. Can't do anything.
Yes!
That's the way to get the magic back. I don't know.
There is.
Pray to your God.
Oh, I get
You're gonna need it. Are you stealthing, Elias?
Me? Oh, yeah.
All right, what you guys get?
We're still.
14.
14.
Oh,
Pretty bad.
child.
I think you and
You and
Adelaide are going to just walk up.
You guys
are going guns
to
blazing.
back in the shadows.
Hey, man. What are you doing?
My disguise self's still up, yeah?
Yeah.
Still running?
Yeah.
Great.
What'd you get, Elia?
I got 6.
Perfect. All right. Elia. Well, we'll get back to you. Adelaide and Opal, as you both walk out of the tree line and into this kind of little glade with the center of it being a pond, you can see what looks to be a small dock that has been made out towards the center of it. And you can see what looks to be a large, a large werewolf-esque figure standing up with a large chain, dragging it up. As it kind of shuts down, you can see what looks to be a coffin resting on the edge of the dock now. You can see what looks to be Vance standing over it, pulling out what looks to be a set of something. You can see thick chains wrap around the coffin.
May I throw a javelin with the intent of impaling Vance?
As you're grabbing one and you again roll back, he'll say, "All right, let me get this bad boy cracked open for you, buddy, and then I'll be on my way. I'll make sure that you get him taken care of, and then you can hopefully you and I don't have to ever see each other and work together again." I think that kind of gives a kind of a grunt out of
I
him.
want a higher number. It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Maybe Vance is the good guy. Maybe this beast was just mutilated and tortured, and now the beast just wants revenge.
That's what I'm thinking. But I don't think Vance is a good guy. And also, my wariness of the vigil is bad.
Good. That'll be fun.
I mean,
I don't know what to
my boss
make
is a
of that.
devil.
What?
What's that?
He's a
You aren't thinking.
tiefling,
Hmm?
not a devil. That's racist.
Yeah, y'all weren't there, so you don't know.
I don't know that song. I just know that line.
All right,
Kills Vance with a javelin.
straight to the heart.
Exclamation from the
Okay.
yeah.
You said you got 21? 20.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good. An unnatural 20 does hit. Roll for damage.
Smite.
Yeah, definitely. Well, actually, I think smiting only works for melee.
Those? No, you're right.
So you
Does
can't smite.
No.
It does, but in 2024 they changed that, I think, didn't they?
Maybe. They talked about
they
changing
talked
it,
about changing it,
and
but
then they didn't.
They didn't.
They just
I think smite ranged is cool.
I think it'd work really good for like one subclass.
Reroll
I agree.
because I'm your wife.
What'd you get?
One
That's what you rolled.
plus 3 is 4.
4 damage.
4 damage.
As you throw a javelin at him, it comes out of nowhere. It kind of nicks him on the shoulder. With that, he kind of pulls back and says, "Ooh, well, looks like we got some company. They're a little faster than I thought. I'm going to let you go and handle them for a second. I'll get this cracked open for you. Here, lickety-split. How about that?" With that, he says, cracking his knuckles,
Before
the
you-
long claws.
Before you engage freaking initiative, I'm going to also do Radiant Soul. I don't have to take a freaking action for that.
You could do that.
That's smart.
It's smart. As your wings unfurl behind you and you start glowing power,
I'm gonna trigger them. But
Vance is going to say, "Ooh, well, she's angry." the werewolf will say, "Don't worry, I got her," and he'll jump towards you as you start flying towards it, and that's where we'll end the session. The Opal with like her shield, her like axe in two hands coming out as the werewolf takes like a running leap and jumps over the water, coming to grab you in the air.
A pure form of lycanthropy that can't. That you have to have both steel? No. Yes. Silver. Silver and have it be a magic weapon for it to do full damage.
Does any of you guys have a
No.
silvered magical weapon?
No.
No. There didn't happen to have been one in that basement, did there?
Maybe. There might still be one in play with what's going on, but yeah, that might be a little bit hard to deal with.
Yeah. Well, and no magic. Because this beast has anti-magic.
Yeah.
The
It does.
beast?
Yes, do you not remember that?
Does the beast cause the anti-magic, or does he have something that makes anti-magic?
We don't know.
Don't know.
Anyway, I'll stop this. Stopping Dungeon House.
Dungeon House.
Bye! Alright.